Well, the unyielding resolve of the Ambazonian State Army continues to shake the very foundations of the colonial regime's military presence across southern Cameroon. In a clear demonstration of tactical resilience and territorial awareness, the Ambazonian State Army planted multiple improvised explosive devices, the IEDs, along the Muyuka-Muyenge axis, prompting La République du Cameroon soldiers to abandon motorized transport and embark on an exhaustive foot patrol operation from Friday through Sunday, using detection devices and ground patrol strategies. The colonial military sought desperately to defuse the threat posed by the Ambazonian State Army. Now, the crescendo came on Sunday at Mile 12 Bafia, where a well-coordinated ASA ambush left one colonial soldier dead and several others wounded. Witnesses confirmed that the panicked soldiers resorted to commandeering civilian motorcycles to evacuate their dead and wounded fellow soldiers. A desperate move that only exposed the growing vulnerability of the regime's forces within Ambazonian territory. The incident triggered the deployment of no fewer than 7 military vehicles and an ambulance from the Colonial Boya barracks to Bafia, underscoring just how rattled and disorganized the colonial war machine has become in the face of strategic Ambazonian State Army offensives. The message from the Ambazonian ground forces is becoming louder and clearer, that the homeland is not surrendering, not today or ever. Now, in a surprising, well, not so surprising twist, with the colonial military being unable to conquer the battlefield, La République du Cameroon has once again turned its war machinery on the innocent population of southern Cameroon in the aftermath of their humiliating setback at Mile 12. La République soldiers resorted to the only tactics they know when faced with a defiant people: collective punishment. Now, following Sunday's encounter, hundreds of civilians from Bafia were rounded up indiscriminately by colonial forces and forcefully transported to the colonial military barracks. By Monday evening, sources confirmed that scores of these innocent Ambazonian citizens had been subjected to inhumane treatment and physical torture at the hands of the forces of occupation. This disturbing yet familiar pattern reinforces the fact the La République's so-called military campaign is less about fighting armed resistance and more about crushing the will of an entire nation. Now, torturing civilians because they cannot locate or defeat the Ambazonian State Army is not only barbaric, it is indeed a gross violation of international law and human decency. The regime's paranoia is now fully on display. Haunted by shadows of freedom fighters, the Ambazonian State Army, they cannot trace. Their response is to brutalize the innocent civilians population of Ambazonia, the same civilian population of Ambazonia that they cannot break. The Ambazonian people are choosing to not be silenced. Their courage fuels the resistance. Their pain testifies to the cruelty of colonization, and their spirit remains unbroken. Now, we can only hope that the international community acts fast to end this cycle of barbaric, indiscriminate, and illegal acts such as arbitrary arrest, torture, and outright genocide.